All right, well, it's 6:04 here at Tampa Bay's Tan Talk, and it's the 4th of July, so here's your traffic report. Everything's good. No problems. All the usual spots are checking in clear, and I'm completely making this up while Bill Cochran looks for his headphones. But for some real information, let's take a look at your Tampa Bay weather forecast. 88 degrees and mostly cloudy right now. Feels like 109. We have a slight chance of thunderstorms overnight, about a 30% chance of rain. Lows overnight in the upper 70s. And then tomorrow, thunderstorms likely, high 91. Wind southwest 5 to 10 miles per hour and a 80% chance of rain. So there's your weather forecast from the Tan Talk Radio Network. We're right here live in the studio on the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. And now it's time for America's show, the Bill Cochran Show, here on Tampa Bay's Tan Talk Radio Network. And now, with the Only in America Minute, here's your host, Bill Cochran.
I never would have imagined that I'm actually on the radio after all these years, you know? I called Nancy Pelosi a dinosaur last week, and I can't believe I said that because I'm kind of getting up there myself, you know? I'm from the baby boomer generation. I'm just a younger baby boomer. She's an older baby boomer. I think she was before the baby boomers. But Harry Reid, how old is that man? And what about this Thad Cochran? No relation to me, but, 6 terms in the Senate? Come on, Mr. Cochran. You're ruining the Cochran name, an old Irish name from Ireland. My grandfather came over here in the boat in 1893 through Ellis Island, like we used to come into this country, through an island, not through a border that's open. But Thad, get with the program. You've been in there too long. It's time to sit back and relax. I mean, you're from Mississippi. There's so many things to do up in Mississippi. I mean, you got the casino boats. You got the river. You can read a Huckleberry Finn boat, a book, Mark Twain, whatever you want to do. But, why don't you retire now? Give me a break. I mean, what are we doing in America today? Come on, all you old-timers. Get out of Washington. Go home. We don't need you there anymore. And I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just telling you the pulse of America. 7% approval rating, Congress. And hey, you too, Mr. Obama, and you're young, but your percentage rate's going down as well. I don't know. People are tired of it. Think about it.
Here's one that I use on another show here, but I think you might appreciate it today. Okay, tell me who this is.
So I will punish the country.
I will punish the country. That's an old one.
I will punish the country.
I don't know. Who is that, Jimmy Hoffa?
So I will punish the country.
No, he's in Congress.
Oh, he's a congressman?
He's a congressman.
So I will punish the country.
Is he famous? Have we ever heard? I mean, he's not like Thad Cochran was a couple weeks ago.
He's a big guy. He's been in Congress for a long time. He had a sex scandal with male prostitutes.
I don't know.
So I will punish the country.
I don't know.
So I will punish the country.
What state is he from?
Northeast somewhere. I don't know. Barney Frank.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's retired.
I
think he's out.
He retired?
I think he's done.
What?
That's right. Yeah, Barney Frank, he did punish the country. I think he's done. You can look it up.
I'm looking it up right now.
I'm pretty sure, but I might be wrong because, some of those guys, they start in their young ages, and whether they're Democrats or Republicans, give us a call, 727-441-3000. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, Cedric. Why do we got to work today?
I don't know.
Money?
I don't know.
Money.
I guess.
Money. It's for you. You're making money.
No, for me, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I know, but it is.
Now, Monday morning, if I'm doing the IMUS thing, I might complain.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I know. Well,
No, you're going to come in and do IMUS.
I might come in Monday morning. I don't know if I'd come in, but, I don't know how to run that board over there. I can talk, but I don't know if I can push all those buttons. I'm not that computer literate.
We'll do it over the phone. I'll talk you through it over the phone.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
From your viewpoint,
all
how
right.
many congressmen know how to use a computer?
Oh, I'm sure a lot of them do.
No, how many over 70?
Over 70 years of age?
Yeah, because a lot of them are over 65 to 70. Would you say? You probably
of
don't
the ones
know.
over 70, I would say at least half of them.
You think so?
Yeah, I remember hearing Ron Paul talk about how he has like an iPad. Well, he's not in Congress anymore, but he's like 75 years old.
I just always he was a doctor, right? Isn't he a doctor?
Yeah.
Ron Paul. So what happened to him? Is he going to be in the presidential program this year or
No.
in 2016?
No, they're saying his son's going to. I don't really like his son.
His son's not a libertarian.
No,
is he?
he's not. I don't really. Yeah.
You don't like Rand?
He's okay, but he's not.
Who do you like? For,
no one.
Oh,
I haven't seen. Ron Paul was okay, but all these other guys, I don't like any of them.
yeah.
I don't like any of them. I don't like any of these guys on the Republican side right now. Don't care for him.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's nobody on the Democrat side who's really bucking Obama that much.
Yeah.
And
You want to know who I like?
Go ahead. Who do you like?
I like Sarah.
Sarah Palin?
Yeah.
I like her shoes.
I like Sarah Palin. I just think she would be a good. I'd love to see her run against Hillary Clinton. I think it would be a fun.
That would be
if
fun.
nothing else. I mean, I think they would have some, two women up there
How
fighting.
about Monica Lewinsky versus Hillary Clinton?
I don't think Monica is tough enough. She really got burned. By.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, she was in the news about a month ago, but she disappeared. I don't know what happened to her, and. We're still looking for that Somalian boy, that kind of disappeared. And he was the stowaway that went to Hawaii, and his father went down to bring him home. But, jeepers, we never heard any more about him. And, it's funny in America that, and I guess it's maybe for the national security, even though I don't know what kind of national security that Somalian boy could be giving us, considering we've got over, I don't know how many thousands of Latinos coming across the border from Guatemala, or where are they from, Cedric? Do you know what country most of them from? And their kids, and who knows who they are. Maybe they're like a Trojan horse coming into the country. They're sending them in here by the thousands, and they're going to infiltrate our society. A lot of people think it's okay. A lot of people think it's good because, the Latinos are good people, don't get me wrong. But, we do have law in this country. I mean, that's why we have law in this country. And if you're going to open up the borders for them, why not just open them up for everybody and let everybody come in? And I don't know. There's not a lot of people in this country, but we're having a little problem with the ones we've got.
Let me go to a country with lower taxes. That's what I want.
Oh, you want to go out? You want to leave?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. And that's what would be happening if Hillary and Sarah Palin were running against each other. Hey, we're having fun down here at Clearwater Beach. Frankie Valli, he still sings in the shower, they say. He sings in the shower. I don't know what he sings, but it's probably maybe this song. They say he's still got the voice, still got the talent. I saw the movie when it first came out, that movie, Jersey Boys, and, it was a good movie. I would recommend it to anybody that wants to go see a movie. Talks a little more about the gambling and the problems that they had. I would have liked to see more music in the song. I mean, in the movie, but I'm talking fast because I keep thinking I'm doing the 2-minute report. It's when you get doing those 2 minutes. But Frankie Valli was one of my favorite. He was great, and I think most of my audience, the audience that I do have, are probably more remember these songs. And it's amazing how when you go into restaurants today, or when you go into places today, you hear these songs out of the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, because the songs that were done in the 2000 period are a little harder to follow, I think. I mean,
I agree.
That's my feeling, but, I want to get, people informed in this country, because I believe we do have a great country. We've been going strong for all these years. We've always had problems. There's no date that we haven't had problems in the country. Like when Frankie Valli was singing these songs in the 60s, we were having problems with Vietnam. We were in that era. We were over in that war. And, he was soothing the country with these songs, soothing the men over there on the battlefield with these songs. And, him and his group were like a institution in America. And even today, they've got a movie out. Clint Eastwood directed it. Not sure how good it did, but, I'm sure it didn't do as good as that movie, what was that? Transformers. The Transformer movie was the biggest movie. $100 million worth of tickets were sold over the weekend. And it's amazing to see how many people will go to movies today in America. You know, even with an economy that seems like it's slowing down. You know, they say now that there were over 200,000 jobs last month. I'm not sure, but you know, if that's true, you know, whether these figures are true, we still need more jobs. No matter what, we need jobs. You know, we need jobs in this country because people are hurting right now. If not, there wouldn't be so many people on food stamps. And, you know, but there is a mentality in the country today that we don't really have to work. But eventually, we're going to run out of that money to be able to pay those food stamps, I think. And, you know, it's just amazing.
Hey, hang on 1 second.
And, you know, it's an amazing thing in this country today. And we got a call. Got a call?
Yeah.
Cochran Show.
Who's this?
This is your only friend.
Which one? I don't have any. Are you a friend? Who's this?
We're the only friend you have upstate New York.
Did you screen him? Do you know this guy? You're not. You got the beeper?
I don't know who it is.
Okay. Upstate. Where's that? Upstate New York. What part of New York is that? Is that
up around Greenwich, New York. You ever hear of that?
Oh yeah, I know where that is. Everybody knows Greenwich, Connecticut, where all the millionaires are. You mean?
That's right.
Hey,
you know what we're doing? You know what we're doing today?
You're probably cooking out on the barbecue. Were you cooking?
No, we're watching the corn grow.
Oh, well, that's good. How is it growing? Does it grow one day at a?
We're back porch and we're watching the corn grow.
Really?
That's the excitement up here today.
How does it look? The corn?
It's green. It's growing. It's growing. You can hear it grow. You can hear it.
How's the weather up there in New York?
Cold today. It's probably only 70 here. It's really cold.
It's cold. That sounds pretty nice. So, what's your name? Who is this anyway?
This is Rich.
Oh, Rich. How did you come across our show?
Oh, I don't know. I just happened to stumble on it.
You stumbled on it? You got internet up there in upstate New York? Still?
Yeah, there's a little bit of internet up here, yeah.
A little bit, yeah. And so tell me, Richie, how you doing?
We don't have plumbing, but we got an outhouse.
No plumbing. What happened? You had something blew through the other day and knocked a tree over?
Last night we had about an inch and a quarter of rain in about 10 minutes, washed everything out.
Yeah.
Blew the trees down.
Really? How big was how big of a tree? Big tree?
Oh, a couple feet around. Pretty big tree, big hickory tree, but it was just more work for me, that's all.
Well, you're trying to retire, aren't you?
Not yet.
Not yet. And you can you tell me an answer to these questions we've got? We're trying to figure out Frankie Valli. You know who he is, right?
Absolutely.
They say he still sings in the shower.
Frankie Valli, wait a minute. Didn't he die?
No, he's 80. 4 seasons. He still sings in the shower.
He was.
How do you think they know that? Do you sing in the shower?
Of course.
Oh, of course. Okay, that's good. I do too. But I don't I can't sing like him. So anyway, we're kind of trying to figure out all the problems in the world, you know.
Well, if you could figure that out, you'd be doing pretty good, my friend.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think of this?
By the day.
Yeah,
worse by the day.
Yeah. What's going on?
We got to go back to the 50s when things were normal.
Back when we were young, when we were growing up. But we had What were the biggest problems you and I had when we were growing up? Would you say?
There wasn't any.
There weren't any.
The only thing we had to worry about was a teacher giving us a good swat or pulling our ear with a paddle.
That's true. Yeah, that teacher, Mrs. Hitzman. Did you have Mrs. Hitzman?
No, I didn't. But try doing that today. See what happens to you.
Oh, you wouldn't do that today. No, the kids would gang up on you, probably knock you out. You know, so
it's pretty sad. But it was pretty. You didn't see anybody shooting anybody back then in the schools. Never heard of that once.
No. Well, we seem to accept it all, and even with all these people coming in, I was saying earlier on that it's like they're a Trojan horse coming into the country now with all these. How do you know they're not training them down there in Guatemala to be terrorists in our great country? How do you know?
They probably are.
They probably are. It's like Cuba did it a few, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. They sent all the miserable, and they say they're kids, but they could blend the kids in with the. We don't even know. Have you seen any pictures of any of these kids?
No, they're hiding it all.
They're hiding them all. Well, that's what I mean. And we're supposed to be America. So what do we
take care of them? But we can't take care of the veterans that fought in the country.
No,
figure that one out.
That's Well,
that is just complete stupidity, and that's what this country is now. It's stupidity.
Stupidity. You're right. You're right. Well, happy 4th of July.
Yeah, I've enjoyed myself today. Something awful.
Did you have a picnic or cookies?
Yes, I did. I did have a picnic.
What was the main meal?
We had sausage and peppers, which I absolutely love.
Wow. Yeah, well, say hello to Sharon, and we got to keep moving on. Any other comments? You got any positive comments before I let you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, yes, I do.
I'm still moving under my own power.
Oh, okay, good. So am I. Okay, Richie.
I think we got to get rid of all the Congress right now. We got to start over.
Yeah, well, that's my thought as well. Get some new blood in there, but it seems like every time they get new people in there, they just squash them out. And
they do the same thing. It never changes.
Like Ted Cruz and Lee and Rubio. Oh, these guys go in there with good intentions, but then they get blackballed. And that's.
Well, look at the bag of goods we have now. That what he promised us.
I know. In politics, it's bad. Yeah. It's dirty politics, and everybody knows it, but nobody seems to have any answers today.
We're all the middlemen, the middle guys. We don't have much of a chance.
It's the next generation. They're the ones with the big problems.
Yeah.
But we've talking about it. Maybe we'll get some new blood in there in November, and maybe things will change. So
I would love to see something happen.
Yeah. Well, we've got a high definition recording going on the internet. Tonight. Yeah, we're going to put it on there tonight. So if you get Sharon.
Well, it's not from tonight.
Oh, when was it?
I mean, we're putting it up tonight.
Yeah, it was June 6th.
June 6th.
Yeah, we're going big time now, Richie.
Yeah, big time.
Big time.
It's hot, high definition. You can.
High definition. High.
You'll probably. I better not say it.
No, don't say it.
High def, huh?
High def,
right.
Yeah.
Things are picking up down there.
Well, I don't know. We're not making any money, but we're having a lot of fun now.
Well, no sense in making any money because they'll take it away from you.
Yeah, I know. Well, you don't need a lot if you have fun,
live from day to day today. That's all you got to do.
Day by day, and say hello to Sharon. I wish I was there, and have a cookie for me.
I already did. I had about 5. I have about another 5.
Happy 4th.
All right. Well, you two guys, you're doing good. I like the show. I really do.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in. And there's a guy. See you later, Rich. Take care.
Okay.
Wow.
Calling us from all the way up near Albany, New York.
Calling all the way from Albany, New York.
Hey, Imus.
Hey, how's it going, Bill Cochran? It's good to be talking to you on the program.
Can I use the restroom?
Yeah, do you need to go use the restroom?
Oh, since you're here, I just got so excited.
Oh,
I can't believe you walked into the studio like that.
Well, after we had a good response last time I was on the program.
Yeah. What are you doing here for the 4th? It's the 4th of July.
Well, I believe in being very patriotic.
Oh.
And on my show, a lot of the things that we talk about are patriotic.
I know. You're one of the most patriotic people that I've ever come across.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you.
Why are you so miserable to all your help?
Oh, working in radio as long as I have, I've had a lot of good people working for me.
Yeah.
And these damn kids these days.
Yeah.
Don't know a damn thing what they're doing.
Well, you got an impersonator that's pretty good on your show.
Well, I know. I've heard he's done some pretty good voices.
Yeah, I'm thinking of bringing one in here, to help my show out.
Yeah,
You got any advice? Who do you get? How do you get them off the street, or where do you find guys like that?
Well, you probably want to put an ad in Craigslist. That's what I would do.
Well, I want a professional. I don't want some Craigslist. What about?
Well, that's where I found half of my staff on Craigslist.
Did you really?
On Craigslist. Yeah.
You got any songs that you want us to play?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
In
honor of 4th of July. Thanks for stopping by here.
Well,
Imus, and you going to stay for the show? We're only on another 10 minutes or half hour, 45 minutes we got.
Yeah, I think I probably will just stay around for the rest of the show.
What kind of car is that out there he brought you in?
Hang on one second.
Limousine.
I gotta get the phone line.
Yeah, probably an Imus fan. Yeah. Only in America can this stuff happen. And there's people like Imus. There's people like Bob Hope and John Wayne. And, yeah, it's America. We've got a great country. I mean, you know, you look at Russia and you look at Vladimir Putin and the way he's marching across Ukraine, and it's all quiet over there. And then you look down in Syria and he's giving them jet planes, and our president wants to give Syria $250 billion. $250 billion he just wants to give to Syria, you know, to try to help these people in that country. And, you know.
Well, we just had a report. This is a secret report, but we just had a report in that the Jersey Boys movie is excellent.
Yeah, I saw it. It was.
You did see it. That's right.
It was very good. I would recommend it to anybody because the only worst part of that movie is the price. You know, you got to pay $12 to get in a movie today.
You know.
I'm used to the old time when we.
I don't go to see a lot of movies, so $12 for one movie isn't all that.
No, and in a few months you can get it on at the Red Box for what? $2?
It's $1 for a day for a DVD. It's $1.50 for the Blu-ray. And $2 for video games on the.
But it is.
Man, I should get Redbox to sponsor the show.
Yeah, Redbox.
Oh, by the way, Imus did have a song that he wants.
All right, let's play a song.
Hang on.
Let's play a song. Maybe.
Imus, is this the song? Hang on, Imus.
Is he still here?
Oh, yeah. So this is the song I wanted to play right here.
All right. Thank you, Imus. Is that people who need people?
That's not the song I wanted.
What happened to the song? I like that.
I'm
proud to be an American, or at least I know I'm. Sorry, Imus. No, I'm free. Is that Imus' song? That's a great song for 4th of July. That's a 4th of July. That's a feel me good song.
Yeah, it's a feel good.
Who was that? Lee Greenwood. You know, proud to be an American.
Yeah, that's not the one I want. No, but we did actually have a song queued up that you were going to work with.
Which one? Was it America? Oh, this one, Coming to America. This is, you know, they're coming by the droves to America, you know. Used to be a process you had to go through, but we've got an administration right now that doesn't seem to care, you know. Do they care, and should they care? Should we just open the borders up? A lot of people in America are saying that. They're saying, well, maybe we should just let everybody come in. You know, I don't know. I don't think we can. I don't think we'll be able to succeed as a country. I mean, we're having a hard time right now getting by, but what are we going to do when people come in from other countries that are not going to establish a life of living under the Constitution rules, you know? This country is a country founded on law. You know, law goes back to in the 1700s when they wrote the Constitution. Today we celebrate the Declaration of Independence, July 4th, 1776, and yet it doesn't seem like there's a lot of patriotism today in this country. You know, 9/11, do you remember that in 2001 when our country was under attack by people that hate us? They hate us. How could you do that to people if you didn't hate them? There's so much hatred in the world. You know? Vietnam, they had the hippies and they had flower power and they sang love, love, love. But so many of these people are teaching these kids today to despise the Constitution. The professors in the institutions that are teaching our children in college that are paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a year have an agenda. And their agenda is an ideology that is against the Constitution of the United States. The judges, 5-4 on that Hobby Lobby. That wasn't a real big win, but it was a win. But what about the health care? What about the way that the health care was gone through Congress, went through Senate, pushed through? The Constitution was designed to move slowly. Laws were never supposed to move fast. Slowly, slowly, like the Three Stooges. Slowly we go, step by step. President Obama, when he was elected president, his main purpose for that first 2 years of his presidency was to push the health care through the Congress and the Senate. Because he did have both the House and the Senate. A health care law that was over 2,000 pages. that is going to destroy the healthcare business in this country. It's already happening, people. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. You can call me and ask me what you think. Tell me what you think. 727-441-3000. Give me a call if you want. Let me hear your pain. You know, people are complaining about this health care law. And doctors, nurses, it's changing, people, because a president did not do what the majority of the people did want. Not one Republican voted for that law. Now you tell me that's bringing the country together? Not one senator that was Republican voted for that law. Now you tell me that's bringing the country together? The President of the United States, this administration, is so off the pulse of America right now that he's totally out of control. You know, we have a Constitution that we celebrate the Declaration of Independence today in West Point. He was up in West Point last month, the president, and the men that were graduates of West Point, very few of them were even applauding him. Our armed forces are down right now. They're hurting. We're not taking care of the veterans. We're not taking care of the veterans right now. The veterans are not getting the health care. Yet we're going to take care of all these people coming across the border right now. There's towns out in California that won't even let them come into their towns, and they're being called and labeled the enemy. The enemy of who? They're protecting their house. Hey, that's a good song. That's Eddie Cochran. That guy now. There's Eddie Cochran, another success story back in the 50s. Summertime Blues.
Hello? I'm Barack Obama.
Barack Obama?
This is Barack.
What's he want? Hey,
how are you?
What's he think? Imus is here, still here? Did Imus leave? Ooh.
No.
Uh-oh. Geez, I'm in trouble. Uh-oh. What's
Can you
that
hear me?
black car pulling?
Can you hear me?
Oh, who's that?
Hi.
Is that George Bush?
How are you?
Hey, George.
I'm from Texas.
Well, so what?
Don't mess with Texas.
I won't mess with Texas. I like you, George. You know?
I accept the call.
You and Barack are the worst presidents that ever lived as far as the polls.
I want you to be on my team.
All right. I was, you know. But the polls show that you were in the bottom, but, you know, now you're not in the bottom anymore. You know, you're probably happy for that. Let's play that Jimmy Durante song. You know, I'm getting a little, geez, we're getting calls from all over. What happened? They hung up.
I don't know.
How'd they get through?
I don't know.
What, are you letting anybody call tonight?
I'm sorry.
I'm going to give that 866-826-1340. 866-826-1340. Bill Cochran recording live on July 4th, 2014.
Good evening.
And I'll tell you, we need a change in this country. We need a big change. You know, you go out to the mall and it's packed. You go to Walmart, everything's packed. The grocery carts are full. But where they getting all the money? Where they getting the money? Give me a break. Keep printing the money. Uncle Sam printing the money. Never used to be that way. Used to be hard to get a nickel out of the government. Huh?
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Disregard me.
Who are you talking to? Talking to yourself in there, Cedric? Cedric,
I was
how many hours are you working too hard this week?
I was checking your HD video.
HD video coming live.
Thanks.
When are we gonna download that tonight?
No, it's up right now.
Oh, it's up. Everybody want to tune in.
If you type in the Bill Cochran Show in HD, it'll pop right up.
Bill Cochran Show in HD,
courtesy
pop right up.
Of John Frazier.
Bill Cochran.
And BizBuzz.
Bill Cochran. John Frazier. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
Thank you all listeners out there. And also, I have a trash hauling business. I do haul trash for a living. We're going to do a little commercial next week.
That's what I was doing
Bill
on Wednesday.
Cochran hauling. You were hauling?
On Wednesday.
Out to the road there.
No. No. Well, yeah, I did that too. But no, on Wednesday morning, I was taking, I took a bunch of old metal chairs, like, aluminum yard chairs, like garden chairs,
That's a good way. How much you
Cut
get?
'em up.
Where'd you go? Trade-wins?
Trademark, yeah.
Trademark?
Trademark.
Yeah.
For like two of those chairs, I have a whole bunch more, but two, it's all I could fit in the car. 2 of those chairs and 4 big bags of cans. I got like $25.
That's good.
Yeah, not bad at all.
That's beer cans or soda?
Both.
Both. Okay.
The beer cans add up really fast. I stopped drinking out of bottles.
$20. New York, they give you 5 cents for a can.
I know,
but nobody takes them back because it's a headache. I mean,
really?
Some people do, but it's good for the guys.
If you save them up,
yeah.
it helps. It'll get you a tank of gas here or there.
Yeah, it will. It will. They thing about today is we've been talking about that horse, that California Chrome.
Yeah, why do you keep talking about that horse?
Because I like him. He's a winner, and our soccer team didn't do that good, even though they did play their heart out. That Tim Howard, I watched that game when we played Belgium the other day. Uh-oh, what's going on now? I'm back.
The stuff you put on your playlist.
Oh, the song?
You put a Backstreet Boys song?
Yeah, Backstreet Boys. We're trying to get... That's my daughter's favorite song.
I
had to play that for my daughter. She might call in. I don't know if she will or not.
No, I understand.
She's up in New York.
I understand. I would do anything for my daughter, too.
No, I like the back. I went to their concerts when my kids were little.
You poor guy.
NSYNC, too. I liked NSYNC. Usher. Did you like Usher?
No, I didn't really. No. I never got into that stuff.
Who did you? Oh, you like the old 50s songs.
Yeah, I was listening to 50s music.
Yeah, I was listening to the 80s, 90s music back then when they were little. But, wow. Yeah. Maybe you ought to play the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, you want to hear the Backstreet?
I forgot what song it was. Yeah.
We're going to lose every listener all at the same time. I thought this was a stunt.
Okay, then don't play.
No.
Don't play.
We got to do it now. We talked about it. Ask Imus what he thinks.
Imus, what do you think, Imus?
Well, the blah. Let's just play the song.
We don't have to play it. Does Wyatt like the song, Imus, your son?
Yeah, I didn't like this, but I know one of your listeners does like this.
One of my listeners. How many listeners is? I got millions of listeners out there.
Yeah, I know, but I know one of them likes the song.
Yeah. Backstreet Boys.
I hated these kids.
Only in America.
Yeah, only in America.
That's what's great about, America. We have choices. You have choices, They kept my kids out of trouble, it seemed like, but
that's a good point.
Until they got into that Eminem and all that other one of them, that.
Oh, they got into Eminem?
Well, one of them did, the craziness of him, Britney Spears was kind of innocent, too. They liked her. This is kids of the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. That's what they heard, this kind of music. Anybody that's listening, you got to be a little more attentive to the children today, because the children are the ones that maybe will be feeding us one day when we get a little older, And
when you're living at the Oaks of Clearwater.
Maybe in the Oaks of Clearwater or some other retirement home, if all these immigrants that are coming in over the border illegally aren't going to be living there, I'm afraid for this country. Maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe the country's got no problem. You can play another song if that. I don't want you to leave, Cedric. Play another song.
I'm leaving.
Play one of the.
I quit.
Now you got me all nervous. He stayed here. He couldn't go to a picnic today because of me. Right?
Who?
You. Is that why Imus came in? He was like your sub?
Well, he was going to substitute for me, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like this song. You like this song?
Yeah, this is a good album.
The Beatles.
Yeah.
1960s. 60s.
They were like the Backstreet Boys of their time, except for, they could play stuff.
They wrote, Backstreet Boys danced more. But
yeah, they did more dance.
The Beatles didn't dance too much.
They didn't dance as much.
The Beatles swayed or went up and, they liked riding a horse, when they were up there. But I like John Lennon and Paul McCartney, and and that was the age when they called it the age of enlightenment. When the Beatles first started out, they were pretty tame. My father never liked their hair because they had long hair when they went into New York City and went into Yankee Stadium and sang, and their hair wasn't that long, but my father, I can remember him saying they looked like girls, when the Beatles came. And my sisters really loved the Beatles. My one sister had every 45 that was ever produced by the Beatles. Then as the 60s went on, they kind of got into that craziness of I think it was, they went to, I think it was Calcutta. They got into something over there like the Maharishi.
Yeah.
They were, next thing you know, they were like different. They looked different. They acted different. They were different. You know, Strawberry Fields Forever, they called it. Some of their great songs, they had the White Album. They had the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band and, you know, the Beatles. Only in America can have 4 guys from Britain come and make millions of dollars. Only in America. Because they made a lot of money in America. I mean, they were like a wave that swept this country, you know? Back in my day, when I was young, the country that I remember. Yeah. Let's play that, yeah, go Moon River and, let's play Moon River. Maybe make, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Any calls, Cedric? Anybody calling in?
I got to give something out. What am I going to give out tonight?
Maybe you can just check those numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And 727-441-3000 or 1-866-826-1340 if you're listening. Tell us what you're doing for your 4th of July Independence Day celebration. Did you get some fireworks? Did you go get a 12-pack of beer at your local convenience store? Are you listening to The Bill Cochran Show? Call us, 727-441-3000. And now, back to your host, Bill Cochran.
Well, it's 4th of July here in Clearwater, Florida. It's a great time of the year, the summer, when kids are out of school and, you know, they go all over this country. You get in your car and you travel. You get on an airplane and you fly somewhere and you move about a country because you're free. You know, you do things right in this country, you don't break laws, you're fine. But the country's not the same as it was when I was young. Not the same as it was when this song was sang years ago by Andy Williams. I know anybody my age that is listening to me right now, or even a little younger, can remember a softer country, a kinder country, a country that had problems. There's no question that any country is going to have problems. We always will. We always have. I'm not apologizing for this country, and I never will. But we make mistakes sometimes. You know, maybe Iraq was a mistake. But we did it in the name of freedom. We tried to go over to Iraq and help a country, stabilize an area of the Middle East that has so much chaos. And, you know, for a few years, it was going okay. But, you know, when you leave a country the way we left that country, with nobody there behind, what happens? What happens to the country? What happened to those people that trusted America? What happened?
What?
What happened to...
Oh, I was just getting you some music ready.
That's good.
Okay.
You try Bob? You try any of those calls?
Yeah, let me get Bob.
Any one of them.
Yeah, I'm going to get Bob.
Or even Darren, he might be out.
Nah,
there.
he said he wasn't going to come on because the music you're playing's all old.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's good. Yeah. Well, the gasoline keeps going up, you know, but there's a place up in North Dakota that has, you know, fracking's going on. They say unemployment is only like 1.6%, and you can make an average of $90,000 a year if you go there. You know, but you got to get online, and Ham Industries, different companies up there that, you know, are hiring people because it is a country where, a state where there's so many things going on right now up in North Dakota. Fracking. more gasoline there, more natural gas there than in any other part of the world. You know, we're truly blessed in this country to have all this energy right now and be able to find it. And you know, and it's amazing because the government is trying to hold them back from getting that oil. You know, getting that. You know, and it's just it's amazing. You know the way.
Yes, here we go. On the phone, the distinguished Bob Wilson.
Oh, turn that music down. Hey, hello, Mr. Wilson.
How are you, sir? How are you?
Good, good. What are you doing this 4th of July?
Happy 4th of July.
Well,
we went over to Craig Park for a hamburger, and then we watching the fireworks at the park.
Oh, good. You're going to go over. You're going to watch them tonight. Where can you watch them from your house or?
Yes,
yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're. You think we'll ever go back to? You think we'll ever go back to the moon or Mars or not?
Well, I don't think so. No, not in the near future. Not in the next 30 years or so. There's no money to do it.
Yeah.
You know, Bush had an idea of using some of the parts of the shuttle to build a system that could get us back to the moon, but Obama canceled it, and so he's got this idea that we can go to an asteroid and to Mars, but there's no money to do it, and Mars is a terribly difficult trip.
Yeah. So what would you have suggested if you could have been in a think tank and you were in the Oval Office with him with 5 other engineers? What would you have told or suggested to him to do?
Well, I think we should have gone back to the moon. That would have been the first and easiest, most technologically achievable step.
Yes, sir.
And get some experience with living on the moon for some period of time.
Yeah, and that would have given some excitement to the country.
Yeah.
Was that what Bush? You think George Bush had wanted?
That's what the Bush program was.
That was his program. Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think Kennedy would be saying right now if he was still alive and saw this just end like it did?
Remember, he said we go to the moon because it's difficult, and
right.
he would be pushing achievements that are difficult, but
right.
but are achievable.
Right.
That you can actually do, not something that's pie in the sky. And going to Mars is just not possible with our technology today.
No. Well, I would not believe we could right now, and I don't even know why they're coming out and making it look like they are. It's just a PR stunt. It seems like
it's just a PR story. That's exactly what it is. That's why I stopped working for NASA, to tell you the truth.
Oh, really?
Because they're lying to the people.
Wow. How long have you been retired?
Well, I've been retired about 10 years, but I've been working as a consultant for.
Okay. So you stopped consulting for them, and you've had a.
Just last year. I worked for Bush and his team and at NASA. And then I worked for the first couple of years with the Obama guys, trying to see where they were going to go. But boy, I tell you, I lost faith in them.
And so there you go, people. There's an inside source of somebody that's been worked with them, and this is an administration that is against the space program. He's against he's against fracking. He's against the oil. He's against the Keystone Pipeline. And the only thing he's for is, it seems like, chaos. More and more chaos seems to be coming out of this administration. To me, it seems like, But we're not supposed to speak against the president. But it's an administration. It's not just him. I don't think.
No, of course it's not.
A lot of people behind that movement. But I wish that I never thought it would happen the way it did. You never thought it would just end the way it did, but because it ended so quickly.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The shuttle. Yeah.
Yeah. How was your hamburger?
Well, it was good. The folks down at Craig Park are doing a good job.
Oh, I didn't know they had anything there. What's going on there?
Well, the city puts on a little
cookout.
Cookout, yeah.
Oh, good. How's the dog?
The dog is good. She's laying here at my feet. Quite happy.
The family, everybody's good.
Everybody's good. Knock on wood. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you. You call and I have a good rest of the weekend. And
it's beautiful 4th of July. Bye.
And thanks for your insight, Bob. And you're truly a American institution or maybe not an institution. I guess you've been there and you've met a lot of people and you've done a lot of things in your life and the country's in a lot of problems right now.
It certainly is. But maybe in a couple of years we'll get a chance to straighten it out again.
Yeah, I'm trying to help.
Keep up the good work.
You can only do what you can do. Okay, well, have a good weekend, Bob.
Take care, my friend.
Okay, take care. All right, you want to play another song there? Yeah, try.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, he's good.
Okay, what do you want here? Let's do here. This will. Does that know you? Is that what you want?
I like that Barbra Streisand. Diane Sawyer. We talked about that on the Minute this week.
What about her retiring?
Yeah, she retired, and I'm gonna miss her.
She's a fine-looking woman.
I liked her. I was she was a Miss America, I think, or
really
Miss something. Yeah, she was a beauty contestant. You're looking it up, Cedric.
Ask
Imus. He might know. Yeah, is he back?
Well, I'll tell you, Bill, you're there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I can't do it.
All right, Imus is out to lunch. It's 4th of July.
I think me and DJ, we're gonna go watch the fireworks.
Oh,
we're gonna go back to the ranch and watch the fireworks.
Hey, Imus, I'm excited about HD. I've never been on HD before.
You've never been in HD before.
What is it? High density?
heavy duty, yeah.
Heavy.
High definition.
What do you think of Sarah Palin?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I messed my cue up.
I'm sorry.
What do I think about Sarah Palin? Fine. She has a fine-looking pair of shoes.
Yeah. Well, looks like the next show's coming in. People are coming in here. It's 4th of July.
Coming a little early.
Everybody's showing up here from the beach. Clearwater Beach is probably so packed right now. Fireworks tonight going out over the beach. Clearwater, St. Pete, all the way up the beach, all the way up to Tarpon Springs, and probably all the way up to Canada. There'll be fireworks going on in this country. And to the west, all the way to California.
Up here in the mountains where I am, I can look down. Look down.
You probably got them going at the ranch. They're going everywhere, the fireworks. It's a great country. We celebrate 4th of July. We celebrate our freedom. Freedom. Declaration of Independence. We the people of the United States of America. Greatest country in the world. Greatest country that's ever existed in the world. The people that live here are people. People are people, my father used to say. Hug a person tonight. Hug a friend.
Don't hug me, Bill.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hug you.
I'll go for a good sturdy handshake.
A sturdy,
good sturdy handshake.
I didn't mean you, Cedric.
Okay,
I'm talking
good.
about
just checking.
Hug a friend.
Well, you know how.
We don't want to get a reputation.
Okay.
Hold on. We're almost out of time, but Barbra Streisand. It brings back memories.
You want to give Barbra Streisand a hug?
No, no way. No, I don't think she's huggable. Be like hugging Hillary. And once in a while, you hit a big one. You hit a homer. Everybody's hitting homers. I think of that fellow that pitched that 25th homer, Jim Archer, person I know personally. Can you imagine living your life with a record like that and being proud of it? Only in America do we do things like this. Because America is the greatest country in the world. Yeah, keep the songs going.
I know.
An hour goes by so fast.
I know it does.
We're having so much fun here.
See, but I feel like we're down to the sad songs, I feel like.
Oh, what songs you got left?
Like Bridge Over
How
Troubled
about What
Water.
a Wonderful World?
Oh, well,
we haven't played Louis Sachi.
He might be around here somewhere.
Satch. All right. Nobody wants to work on July 4th, but we're an exception.
I haven't minded it. It's been fun. Lots of stuff to get done.
Yeah.
Satchmo's here.
Sachi.
Yep, Satch is here.
Buddy Verdi. Buddy Verdi will be on tomorrow afternoon.
Are you going to call? You were singing to Buddy Verdi last week.
Buddy Verdi, we were singing that song, Beyond the Sea. No. The other one. That one, it was the first song that was ever sang in front of a big band, and old Louis Armstrong sang it. It was called Hello, Dolly.
Oh, that's what you were saying.
I used to sing it when I was 7 years old, when I was riding the ferry over to Block Island in New York with my big brother and my 4 sisters, and we'd go over there and stay in a big hotel on Block Island, and there was this big banquet room, and at the end of the week, we'd stay there a week. There'd be a big band in there, and my father would have me get up on the stage and up on the stage and sing that song. 7 years old. Only in America. America is so great. I don't know what people are thinking in this country today. We knock ourselves down instead of lifting each other up. You know? It's easy to knock somebody down. It's much harder to lift them up. But I'll tell you one thing, you feel a lot better when you lift somebody up. You see somebody out in the rain, go out and get an umbrella and help them. Open a door. Just say hello. Be compassionate, Americans.
At the very least, don't splash them when you drive by.
Don't splash them when you drive by.
I see people do that all the time.
Yeah.
It makes me mad.
Well, you know, that's just the human instinct to do. Because man does have an evil heart. You know, basically, we do. We do.
Yeah.
We can't stop that, but it is America. You know, and you're living in a good country, and you got to protect the freedoms. That's what July 4th is all about. It's about freedom. You know, and I've come to really appreciate Cedric, you know, being my engineer here, because he's
Why?
It's probably hard to imagine you know, coming into a radio show like this and just not having a good rapport with somebody that you're working with. And I do have a good rapport with Cedric, you know, and that's
Oh, so you're saying that you could have had a bad rapport.
Well, sure, you could. I mean, I did last time back in the 90s when I started. I didn't, you know, that guy, you got his picture hanging up there.
Yeah, you keep saying we need to take his picture down.
Well, I don't care if you take
his picture.
No, I don't mean that. But I'm just saying that. But he was different. You know, he had a little different attitude, and that was his, you know, that was his nature. But it takes.
If anything, I feel like I take after him a little bit.
Yeah, you probably do, but
you know,
I've never noticed.
we both guzzle bottles of Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you got how much time we got? We're running low on time.
Yeah,
right?
we're running low on time, but we'll run it. We'll run it up to the wire.
All right, we got to close it out. Yeah.
We'll do one more song and then we'll do your closing song.
All right.
So let's see, because we only have 2 songs left anyway.
Okay.
Darren would definitely not want to come on the show if he heard this.
Well, Darren is from a different generation, you know. Lightning has these 2 rookies. You know, these 2 guys, they signed $10 million deals each. You know, Johnson and Palat, Czechoslovakian and an American. They started playing in Norfolk in the American Hockey League 3 years ago. And now they're on the Lightning's top line. You know, they're going to take the Lightning pretty far this year, barring any injuries. Lightning season is going to start in October, but for now we're going through the baseball season, and soccer's still on, and you know, football will be starting in August.
Oh,
but
the soccer match ended today.
Yeah, soccer. It ended today?
Yeah, hang on. I just got a text about it just a minute ago.
Did Brazil win? Brazil?
I'm not sure. Hang on.
Brazil was playing Mexico.
Colombia. Colombia lost.
Okay, Brazil won.
So Brazil won.
Yeah, so Brazil won. Yeah, there's a live report, probably the first time out, probably be on the 7 o'clock news about Brazil winning.
Football Americano.
When America lost the other day, that kind of lost my interest. How about yours? You probably didn't.
I didn't even care.
You didn't even care.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not big into sports. In professional sports, that is.
Yeah. Well,
Imus is into sports.
Yeah, I know. Imus is into.
Well, you're not. I can't even do it anymore.
Yeah. Imus is Imus never showed up tonight. He was only here for a few minutes.
If you watch that HD video that we just posted,
yeah.
I mean, I really, really, really think that's I think it's Imus. I'm pretty sure it's Imus on that.
Imus in the morning. Monday morning, 6 o'clock.
I'll be here.
6 to 9. You'll be here.
I'll be here.
Imus is on this show every Monday through Friday, 6 to 9.
I'm going to have an IV drip of coffee going right into my arm.
Yeah. You'll be here.
Be fun, though.
You got a big crowd in here now. It's like they're all showing up.
I think
this is a Friday night.
It looks like we're doing a pre-taping.
Friday night shite.
That's okay. I'm ready. I can handle that.
Let's close her down. Give me 2 minutes.
Close her down. We're going to close her down with the Bill Cochran Only in America Minute.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Works for me. Here we go. And now, with the Only in America Minute, here's your host, Bill Cochran.
Okay. We got 4th of July is almost over. Midnight at 7 o'clock on 4th of July here in Clearwater, Florida. Everybody that's out there throwing fireworks and shooting off rockets and, disturbing your neighbors, let's quiet it down, Tonight's Friday night, but let's not keep it going through the weekend. Because a lot of people have pets. And, pets hate 4th of July. Everybody's pet hates 4th of July. Dogs can hear 10 times better than people, and it disturbs dogs. And when you start shooting off those fireworks all night long, it keeps the neighbors up all night long. It happened to me last night. I got 2 dogs, a little dachshund and a little shih tzu, and they were up all night because there were crazy people next door shooting off fireworks all night. And it wasn't even 4th of July. What's happened to America? Why not respect your pets? If you don't want to respect your neighbors, at least respect your neighbors' pets. Because in America, we place those pets in a high regard. I was over on the beach this morning, and they had the beach patrol. They were checking the turtles over there. They ride up and down in a Honda that burns gas, and you got to smell those smelly gas guzzlers going up and down the beach, the 4 ATVs, and it burns me up that they do that. These are environmental nuts, as far as I'm concerned. Those eggs are fine, people. I don't need them driving by me and pushing me off the beach so that they can ride by. But this is what's happened to America. We've gone the wrong way. We got to get back up. Think about it.
And if you light the fireworks off, it's going to sound like this.
There we go. Click, click, click. Wow. Oh, happy 4th of July. Same to you, Cedric. Happy 4th of July.
Oh, I will punish the country.
We're off.
Okay.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th. Good night, Bill. All right, see.
Good night.
WTAN, Clearwater, Tampa Bay. WDCF, Dade City, Tampa Bay. WZHR, Zephyr Hills, Tampa Bay. Listen.